reality? What's the reality?
You guys, what's up? It's me, Amber Desiree. But if you watch Love is Blind Season 6, you probably know me as AD. Hello, and welcome to my brand new podcast called What's the Reality? Y'all, I am so excited to invite you here, where all I'm going to talk about is love, relationships, pop culture. Today I have Micah from Love is Blind Season 4. We're going to chop it up and get into some tea that we haven't really been able to discuss. So excited to talk to her. And then later we got my homegirl, Lara, from my season 6. And later, y'all, we're getting the tea on Season 8 of Love is Blind. This is going to be a place where we're learning, we're loving, we're laughing, we're crying. Like, this is a journey for all of us. And speaking of journey, I kind of feel like I left you guys on a little bit of a cliffhanger on my life and what's been going on. I got quite quiet after my show aired, but I do want to update you guys. Your girl is good. She's happy. She's thriving. She's healed. I did a lot of soul searching, a lot of just finding myself in that past year, asking myself the tough questions, and watching yourself get left at the altar is not something that I would wish on my worst enemy. But you live and you learn, and I'm happy. Speaking of happy, I am dating. I'm very much in love. Can't say too much about it, y'all, but when I can, I promise you guys will be the first ones to hear. But just be happy for your girl. So let's just get into it. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome
Thank
to What's
you.
the Reality?
Obsessed with it. Love it already.
Very happy to have you.
Thank you for having
Girl,
me.
what's new? What have you been up to?
You know, doing my thing, traveling, doing what I do best.
You
Dinking around.
love to travel.
I love to travel.
Like, literally every time I go on your Instagram, you're in a different location, different space, and I'm like, this girl is thriving.
Yeah, no, it's giving like, what are you running from type vibes, but like, I'm gonna pull up. That's just like what I love to do. I feel like nothing like gives me like actual like really like purpose and joy like traveling does, and just like seeing new cultures and stuff. And so it's definitely where I focus my time. So that's what I've been doing.
I love that. I love that. Okay, let me ask you, if you had to go back to the pods tomorrow and do it all over again.
And do what in there?
Fall in love.
I mean, I'd pull up, but like just to see what's going on. Maybe like an undercover agent or
like
something.
An all-star cast.
I don't think I'd be looking for anyone in those pods. I think we're
I
past
couldn't even
that.
imagine trying to find love in a pod right now.
No, I couldn't.
No.
I know too much.
I would be asking different questions, though, for
No,
sure.
me too. No, same. Are you going to say yes or no?
Do you want to be married?
Would you like to actually marry me? No, us both getting the big NO at the altar.
Trauma bond.
Yeah.
Oh. I remember watching
things have
yours.
changed.
I know. That was really heartbreaking to watch.
That was so rough. Also, my hair, please. It was so
I can't
rough.
talk about hair, lashes.
My hair and our lashes. Our hair and lashes, please.
No,
what
they
what
ate us
happened to
up.
us? They ate us up.
No, it literally, we gave, you look like what you're going through. Like, we looked like we were dragged.
No.
And we were.
No, we were. We were.
We
dragged.
were, and
my
we looked
hair
like
had
it.
a rat's nest. I had like no makeup left on my face. My bra straps were out.
My
It was
lashes, like, please.
Imagine
say
if they
no.
said yes to us in that state. We'd remember that for the rest of our lives.
And that would be our photos. That would be our wedding picture. So it just wasn't meant to be.
It was not meant to be.
Oh my God.
No, hell no.
So are you dating, single? What's tea?
Yeah, I'm seeing someone. I feel like, yeah, I had to retire the dating shows, so there was no more of that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-0 or 0-2, and it was time to go home. Wrap it up, babe. You're not finding anyone on TV, okay?
Your man is not on
He's not
reality
here.
TV.
Yeah, no, he was not.
That's a hard realization.
Mm-mm.
But you had fun.
We had some fun, yeah.
Yeah. How was your perfect match experience overall?
I mean, I honestly loved Perfect Match. I don't think you would know because it was like I was just running around the villa crying. Crying.
I was like,
but no, I was
she's
having fun.
down.
No, I was having fun in between those tears.
Which parts were fun?
Babe, they weren't shown. That wouldn't be very interesting.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Like being really close with all the girls was really fun.
Yeah.
And there is a little bit of, you know, that difference of like there being like more of like a friend vibes than it was in Love is Blind. Like it was more like, all right, who's gonna get the guys?
Yeah,
like
just
it was
competition. You guys had fighting gloves.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's literally what it was. And
Yeah.
for Perfect Match, like obviously there was that, but it really did feel like it was more like the people in the house were really they were really respectful of each other's relationships in the house.
Yeah.
So maybe the people outside the house weren't as much, but like the people within the house were really respectful. So it was more like friendship vibes were formed.
Yeah. Who are you like still friends with?
I'm really close with Tolu. I saw her like literally last week.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
Hey, Tolu.
Yeah, no, that's
Love
my girl.
her.
I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
She just moved here too as well. So we'll all have to hang out.
She's so cute.
And then I saw Jess like 2 weeks ago.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, Jess. Yes, those are probably my two.
I love
closest
how
girls.
this world like brings us together. Like now
I
we're
know.
all like mutuals. Like
We're
we're all
trauma
like
bonded.
literally
Yeah.
from different parts of the nation and the country, and then we're
Yeah.
all just like, oh, and I hung out with Tolu, and I'm like, oh, me too. And
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
just funny how it all just brings us all together. I love that.
100%. Yeah, no.
Do you still talk to
good.
Kaz at all?
Oh my God, no, dude. What the hell? I couldn't even imagine. I mean, I told him in like excuse like my like French, but I was like, you're dead to me. Like you're literally dead to me. Like after the show, and then obviously time had passed, and like you like move on and stuff, and then we like kind of became like somewhat friends because him and his brother like came up like that like once the show was airing. And it was like fine. He literally like stayed like at our place like one night, not with me, but he stayed like in a guest room.
Yeah.
And it was like totally fine. And then obviously we didn't continue chatting or whatever. I think he had like a girlfriend or something. I'm not really sure. Not my business. Don't care. And then he randomly like unfollowed me, like untagged like our like collab photos and stuff. And I was like, not you and your one-sided beef. Yeah, he blocked me.
Why do you keep getting blocked? I'm starting to think it's you.
I think that's a fair assumption, but it's not. Like, I haven't done anything to any of these people.
Not you getting
like,
blocked.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not doing anything weird. Like,
That's
yeah, I thought it was
so
so
funny.
weird. I was like, I thought we were fine. And then all of a sudden it's like blocked. I think like sometimes like with things like that, maybe it's like their new relationship or something. Like wants them to just like cut, like have like that sort of like high
Ties
cut.
cut.
Yeah. I
Which
mean,
makes sense.
Yeah. I don't, yeah. Yeah, do you? I don't care.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect my life, but no, haven't heard from him.
So how are you like different now, like compared to your past relationships, and how are you bringing a new Micah into your new?
Yeah, I mean, I think with each relationship, it's like you learn and you like become the person that you're going to be in like the next relationship. And I think like in Love is Blind, it's like obviously like I had a lot of like immaturity in like those things. So it is just like a factor of like growing up and like having those life experiences. But it's like I think I've always like in the past put a lot of emphasis on like choosing the people that like choose me.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, like they really want me, like they like they show up for me, like I want you know, like, oh yeah, I guess I want them back. But I think now it's like making sure that you found someone that you want to like invest your time in.
Yeah.
And then if it meets, then it meets.
I always was like, I feel like I'm gonna have to settle for a guy that like just wants me, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like, and then when you find like someone that's like, wait, I like you and you like me back.
Yeah, it's like such a good
different
feeling.
like you don't have to settle for just somebody just because.
Right.
And like, I don't know, Love is Blind will kind of make you feel like, do I have to just do this because I'm committed?
100%.
Like now I'm engaged. I have to go through this whole process.
That's the thing about Love is Blind. It's like there's not really like a backing out like culture. Like it really is like looked down upon. Like someone's like, oh, like I changed my mind, then people are like, it's because you thought they were ugly.
Right.
And it's like, well, I mean, like, I think you're allowed to, like, you should be allowed to, like,
Or maybe you just didn't want to marry
mind.
me,
Or, like, what if you just, like, don't see, like, that marriage when it's, like, the full circle comes together, whether it's, like, family or, like, just live, like, anything. There's so many factors.
Yeah.
But, like, we'll be like, oh.
Because you're ugly.
Looks are too important.
Yeah.
Ugly. Yeah.
Literally. Or
So then I feel like people are scared.
You didn't have enough money.
Yeah, for
now
sure.
I'm a gold digger.
Yeah.
Or now it's just the...
I feel like people are scared, and people, like, are so scared. I think now that's, like, where another contrast comes in between, like, our seasons and like past seasons and like maybe ones moving forward is like people are so worried about like being canceled or like looking bad. It's like you don't know if people are showing up as like their full authentic selves or saying everything that they would like to say without judgment.
Yeah, it is different. It's so different. I feel like we were so like guards down. So vulnerable.
No,
and now I'm just looking. I'm like,
yeah,
I feel their pain. Like season 7 was like tough. Like tough to watch. Like
was that wait, which one was that?
That was DC.
Oh yeah, season 7.
Like I felt like they were pretty vulnerable.
Yeah.
Obviously like the whole Ashley and Tyler thing.
Dude, that sucked. I feel like it sucks from so many different angles.
Yeah.
It was like it sucks for like everyone involved and like including them.
Yeah.
Because like I can only imagine like how hard that scrutiny is. It's like yeah, like you can know that you did something wrong and you can be in the wrong, but there's an extra layer of like how aggressive like fans and like stuff can be and like how hard that can be on like your head.
Yeah, you think that it's just like, it's just me and you against the world, but like 2 people against the world,
it's like
it's a losing battle every single
100%.
time. And you can't just like, when you're in the public eye, you can't just go into a shell and be like, we're just going to take care of our marriage, because you go online and everybody's like, oh, you're so stupid and you're this and you're that. And it's just like, it gets
and
to
you can say like as many times as you want. I think we've both kind of been in these positions where it's like you can be like, oh, I don't care what people think, or like but it's like as a human, it's like completely natural to feel really bummed or like discouraged, pressured, like when people aren't like giving you the validation that like you are who you think you are, which is like a good person, like, you know, funny, charismatic, even like looks wise, like beautiful. It's like, you know, that really gets into like your head, whether you want it to or not.
That's so true. And then it's just like you're spending so much time, you can't even focus on your relationship because you're battling. Yes, like you said, yes, I am pretty. Yes, I am smart. Yes, I actually have a lot of other shit going for me. 100%. But now I have to spend the rest of my days defending a choice that I made for people that I don't even know.
And the way people don't forget.
They don't forget.
No, like oh my God, I remember like something that was like so frustrating for me. I remember like on my season, like people were like, oh, like she's like so stupid, or like she doesn't know what she's doing with her life, or like because she's a dumb blonde, she's a mess. Babe, I was 10, even 12 years younger than these people. I'm the only person who owns a home here. Like, I'm sorry, like, but it's like, you know, it's like they put that into the world, and it's like you feel like you're spending the rest of your time trying to like fight that down. Right,
literally battling allegations your whole No, I feel that. I was saying earlier that I'm just been labeled like the red flag chaser, and I'm like,
you're like, I'm not trying.
I'm not trying.
I'm colorblind.
I don't see color. No, I literally am just like, I've been fighting those allegations, and I feel like it doesn't matter. Like I could marry Jesus, and they'd be like, wow, she's never gonna learn. Yeah, it doesn't matter who I date.
100%.
Everyone I date moving forward will be considered 100%. A red flag.
Oh, and and you can just find anyone that will like think whatever. Like there's always gonna be someone that has that like one insane opinion, and like somehow they'll be like the top comment.
But then it's like, let me come into your house and film your relationship. Oh, 100%. And film your day-to-day. All right, let's get a little fun and get into the group chat. Things that we probably wouldn't say out loud, but like you text your homegirls while you're sitting on the couch. Okay. So Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
Oh,
what's your hot take? Are you team Blake?
A hot take? I think as of now, I'm team Justin Baldoni. I think just because of the information, but it's like there's so much information that's coming out, and like there has to be more. So it's like I don't want to die on either hill.
Yeah,
I definitely don't want to.
I don't want to die on any hill.
Yeah, I don't want to die on any hill
that much.
Yeah, no, I don't care that much. But I also think like the public is running with it so hard because like they love to see someone in power or someone that they used to look up to fall. Like I feel like people love to watch like someone really great fall. And so they're all like coming in like, we knew she was mean. Like this lady's always been a bitch.
It's like all the montages of her.
Yeah. And it's like coming out of the woodworks like, look at this footage. It's like, okay, sit down. But yeah, I don't know.
But it doesn't look good.
Yeah. It does not look good.
Not for her at all.
No, it looks really bad.
No, and then it's like, okay, I think the montages are, in my opinion, supporting evidence against her.
Oh, yeah, for
like,
sure.
She just doesn't come off as a nice, genuine person. I've never watched any of her shows, so I don't have a bias either way.
Oh, see, and I don't know much about Girl. Like,
you are?
I'm really into Gossip Girl. I used to like really
your girl.
Love her. I think that like the sparkle's gone though. Like the sparkle's definitely gone now. But I definitely had a sparkle for Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. But
and then she dragged her man into it, so now he's got a battle.
I know, but I'm kind of thinking that maybe her man was like a part of it though. Like some of the things I've seen, it's like it kind of does feel like there could be some evidence for like him like kind of making a scene and maybe being like controlling or like. I saw something and it was like, Blake, babe, the only way out of this is to divorce your husband, blame it all on him, and go. I was like, why would I do that?
Just not leave him for dead.
That's the only option.
It wasn't me.
It was him. Babe.
Gotta go. Imagine.
Got a blast.
Got a blast. Yeah. And he'd be like, what the fuck?
Hey, what?
No, I feel bad. You know what I felt the worst about the whole situation was when all the photos came out of Justin and his family and friends in the basement.
That was so sad. That was really bad. And it was like his movie. He's in the basement, like, okay. Like, that's so sad. That really is sad.
No, that was like.
I remember when that first came out.
Just like.
I remember, yeah. And Yeah, they're like this. They're like, hurry, someone get a pic. Oh, it's like his big moment. That is really sad. I remember when it like first came out that like Blake and Justin, Blake and like all the cast, they were like, oh my God, like Justin Baldoni must be terrible. Like no one wants to take pictures with him. I'm like, babe, like he's locked
in the
up.
He can't.
He's downstairs
come up with his family. Well, we'll see how this all plays out. I'm excited to see. I want justice for whoever deserves the justice.
Yeah.
Y'all, Lara is here in the building. My LIB season 6 sister. Girl.
I'm shook right now.
I
I'm
know.
in shock.
Surprise and welcome.
I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
And for us.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun.
I'm happy that you're here.
Yeah,
Thank you
babe.
for carving out a little moment.
Of course.
So, update me. What's new?
Oh my gosh, so much is new. I got a puppy.
We do. We see
Obsessed.
that.
Yes,
We love that.
Theodore. That's now my new identity. I'm dating. I'm trying to dabble.
Wait, you're dabbling or you're seeing someone?
So first of all, can we just like talk about for a second that Raya won't accept me?
Oh.
They must be like a Sarah Ann fan or something. I don't get it. Like they're just straight up have been waitlisted for so long. So it took me way too.
Are you hinging?
I'm hinging.
Yeah.
So far, so good. I recently moved into a bigger place, so having some fun decorating, dabbling into that a little bit more. And then yeah, just out here trying to find a decent, man. But I went into it this time with the same mindset I went into it before the show.
Yeah.
Which was like super open-minded, like we'll just see what's happened, like let's just have fun.
Yeah.
And then it's like everything happened with the show, and then I was dating somebody else for a little while,
Okay,
and that didn't work out.
Pause. Because I think that was the last time I saw you. Was the first time I met him.
Yeah, he was there.
And then there was like this encrypted post.
So there's a reason. I think there must have been a reason why I didn't like fully hard launch him.
Yeah.
He just wasn't a great guy. Just wasn't my guy.
Okay, so tell me about
Wasn't comfortable with the show. Wasn't comfortable with like the attention and stuff that comes with the show.
Interesting.
Didn't really like how much I posted on social media.
Right, and you posted that thing.
Yeah.
Tell
He
me.
didn't like that you posted on social
Did you
media.
post that
I
after
did
you
it.
broke
Take a sec.
up?
What thing?
The like
Oh, the
if he
wet
doesn't
pics?
yeah.
Where I'm like,
Yeah. If he doesn't like appreciate you or whatever.
yeah, so I took those when we were dating, and it was just a really badass photographer that was in Charlotte.
Those
It was like,
pictures were hot as fuck.
I was so proud of him, but
Insane.
yeah, and she just had a vision. I mean, I showed up and she barely spoke English. She's amazing at what she does, and we didn't speak for like 3 hours, and she was like, I'm just gonna spray you with water. She didn't even warn me, she just like sprayed me in the face, but it worked out, and I was so
Hate when
proud
they
of the
don't tell
photo.
you.
Worth it.
Yeah. No, literally. She was like, put this on, water. I was like, okay. And then I walked out of her house like soaking wet and drove home in silence.
Yeah.
No radio on.
Yeah, I was like, what just happened? It was like 9 a.m. I was like, what just
Fully
happened?
taken advantage of.
I'm like, but no, yeah, I was so proud of the pictures, but he felt a little weird about it. And there was actually, so I did a brand deal with Bellessa, Loud and Proud. I love Bellessa as a brand, like, you know, female empowerment. And I did a brand deal early on, and we were dating like shortly after the show. And apparently his coworkers like made fun of him for it. And so that was a little insight. Yeah. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, I
The
hope you told them
male
that you're proud that your
ego,
woman's
are
getting
they
their bag.
okay?
Yeah.
I know.
They're
so not. They're unwell.
fragile.
It is ego for sure,
They're
yeah.
so
Yeah.
fragile.
Yeah. They're wildly unwell. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, great guy, just wasn't
Your guy.
my guy. We wish him well.
Yeah. Do you still talk or?
No.
Okay.
He let me know he had to block me and all my friends.
The blocking is crazy because she
blocking's
just told me she's
blocking's
on a few
crazy.
block lists.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I was like,
What
thanks
did
for
I
the
do?
heads up. I was
It's
like,
they
I
don't
think-
want to see us thriving.
Yeah. You know what? That's probably what it is. So people were like, is he okay after I posted those pictures? And I was like, I don't know. He has me blocked and everything.
He for sure saw them though. They popped in a group chat. For sure.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Somebody
he saw
sent
it on his
Oh,
For
he saw
You.
Oh.
Somebody sent it.
Yeah.
This you? Not
Yeah.
anymore.
This yours?
This you?
Yeah. I mean, his coworkers made fun of him then. Who knows?
Oh my God.
I'm giving so much shade. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, so nice.
So nice. But I don't need nice.
We don't need nice.
We need
So
strong.
okay, let's take it back as far as you want because I just want to talk about Jeremy for a second. Do y'all chat at all?
No, but he
Because you
people
posted something
don't
else.
believe me. People don't believe me. And I actually thought about whether I was gonna like post a screenshot or not. He DM'd me randomly, maybe in like I forget when I posted that video, maybe like November, December. And it was kind of what you would think it would be. Like a year and a half later, it was like, hey, it took me so long to realize I'm an idiot. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, I never responded.
Wait,
I don't even know if I
still
fully
with
opened
Sarah
it.
Ann?
No.
Or they had broken up and then he messaged
They broke up
you?
a hot minute ago.
Yeah.
Oof.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it
Oh my
like right
God.
after the reunion?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah. All that. For what?
Her big stand up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you never responded.
Holy shit.
I never responded. And so many people on TikTok are so funny. They're like, she's full of shit. She would have given the receipts. I'm like, I'm grown first and foremost.
Yeah.
I've moved past it. Like, the guy's been dragged enough. It's like, I have no interest.
Yeah.
in him,
Your TikTok, I love your TikToks, by the way.
Yeah.
And your TikTok friends they love you.
I mean, what the?
They love you.
They'll ride at dawn
Yeah, they
every
love
day.
you.
Wait, your TikTok following?
Yeah.
I love that.
They love you.
I love the random people that like go so hard in your comments. I posted like a
Yeah,
bikini
yeah.
picture yesterday and people were commenting like whatever they comment, just like a few people.
I was also commenting. I was like, go off, queen.
Yeah, and it was like this one lady was like after every single person's snack, like coming for everyone's snack. What'd you say? Like you wouldn't know. Like,
Yes,
I was like,
yes,
who is this?
Yes. I
This
love
queen.
them. Yeah.
I love that.
Doesn't
Because
go
you
unnoticed.
deserve all the support and all the love.
Thanks, baby.
And something else is like so admirable about you is you still are such a woman in the workforce, balancing work.
Business casual, baby.
Yeah, this is
casual.
She's like, I just clocked out. I'm on my lunch break for
Literally
this
just
shit.
on my laptop.
No,
Okay,
literally.
That's insane.
But how are you balancing, like, what are we, a year later, and you're balancing it, you're making it work? How is that? Are you
A
making
lot
it
of
work?
Vyvanse, a lot of caffeine, honey, a lot of prayer. No, yeah, it's a lot. It's crazy long hours. Like when I started dating, literally like a couple weeks ago, you guys, this is fresh, and so they're gonna probably watch this and be like, what? But they, LOL. But
all them.
But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Like I still travel a ton for work. I love my job. I actually just got a raise and some kudos, so I'm excited about that, and a little bit more responsibility. So yeah, sometimes I think about it, I'm like, girl, you're doing too damn much. And then I'm like, when am I ever, like, I'm not married, I don't have kids.
Yeah, this is the time.
Sure, I have baby Theo, but I'm like, other than that, I'm like, when am I going to have the time to like travel to Barcelona for 2 weeks, go to London,
The
go
time
to
is
LA,
now.
go to all these different places. So.
Yeah. We went on like the tour post show and all that stuff, but is there anything that you want to like clear up, talk about, maybe secrets that happened BTS that we didn't talk about?
On our season?
Yeah.
Ooh, secrets, honey.
I want a secret.
You have one?
No, I want one.
Mm.
Come on, drop
Wait, who
something.
was your number 2?
Ben.
Ben. I dated Ben for a while.
Your
My track record was...
Well, I was like, what?
No,
But-
literally you couldn't, like,
Yeah.
no one could have predicted any of...
You were following the vibes.
Okay.
Which you have
The
to-
vibes led me astray. Fuck those vibes. The vibes were
Did
off.
you guys have someone like in your like season that was like, oh, like the bad boy over there? Like we had someone who was like very strongly like,
Yeah,
the
I got
bad boy
engaged
over
to
there.
him.
Yours was the bad boy.
Yeah, or Trevor.
Or Trevor was like a
Actually,
bad
all
boy.
of ours were the bad
like
boy.
the talk in the
all.
woman's
Clay might
like
have been the bad boy though.
the woman's like lounge was like, oh, like he's like a bad boy. Ours
Oh,
is shocking.
that guy that made a joke out of it and thought it was for blind people, Austin.
What?
Remember, he was there for like a day.
Was he the one that said he's going to sell all of our phone numbers and social
Yes,
media?
Yes.
He
In
said
real life, he's
gonna
actually
sell all of our phone numbers.
yeah,
way.
dead ass.
That's
He was like,
funny.
give your phone number, but I don't know. All of ours were all bad guys. You guys had better like.
We had good guys, but we definitely had good guys. But I remember like it's so funny because like you like look back on it and you're like that's so odd. But like everyone thought like Emma was Zach, which is like so random. Zach who
Are
got
you
married.
kidding me?
No, I swear to God, he was like people be like, oh, you're Zach.
He's
like,
smooth.
No, like because he.
I
Was
mean, I
going
Are
Are
we
we
there.
talking
He
about
was, like,
Bliss?
his-
Zach and
his-
Bliss?
Yeah, his pods were getting like hot, like spicy talk, like. Dude, it was crazy. It was like the image that I had in my head of Zach was so like leather jacket, like
He is
I
smooth.
swear,
I
I'm
met
not
him in
even-
person, and
he
I was
is-
like, he's a smooth talker.
He is a smooth talker.
Like that's so
He's
crazy.
very
You
well
just
spoken.
Yeah.
make up your own.
Yeah, like you have like all these
Your
years,
brain,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, another thing when I was watching the new season, it was like the guy that was like talking about his height and stuff, and how he was 5'8".
How he's a short
and how
king.
yeah.
I love him.
And
He's
I
so
was
sweet.
like, everyone knew everything in our pods. Like respectfully, we all knew everyone's exact height. Like,
Really?
we all knew everything. Like, did you guys not?
I didn't. I remember going into my date after you with Clay, and he's like, yeah, I just talked to Lara. She told me she had a fat ass.
That
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I do too.
You know what? I
didn't say anything.
I
was
did
like,
at the time.
well,
At the time,
it's your
I
girl.
did. I was proud of it. It struck a little bit now, but yeah, I was proud
That's
of
not
it.
information I want to know.
Good morning,
But go off.
squad.
And then remember, you had me convinced that he looked
Remember I
like.
drew that picture of him? The fact that none of those
You
drew
drew
my,
one?
I was an
I
artiste.
still have it.
I
I was
was-
like, what is he?
you
Because
still-
we didn't talk, Clay and I did not talk looks.
He-
and they did.
He
and I was
described
like,
himself
describe
to
him.
his damn toenails.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew the color of his toenail. I mean, it was literally like to the detail.
And
So I was like,
he drew this
sketching that
picture,
shit.
and he's like got biceps, 12-pack, curly hair, and I'm just like, is this Taj Mowry?
No
you
hands,
know,
no
Tia
feet, no
Tamara's
neck.
brother? Yes. And she was like, yeah, he looks like Taj Mowry, and I'm like,
and I like stuck it up next to like the wall, and I was like, you know what?
and then
How
I
did that
carried
not
that
get on
picture
there?
around.
I don't know. He drew a picture of me, or maybe it was
I still have it.
no. Trevor drew a picture of me, and I looked like this like
Oh
old
my
colonial woman that was like with a toupee.
Like a handmaid.
And, yeah, like a handmaid.
Colonial
I was like, he put me in like this cloak or something, and people were like, "What?"
That was a
Not a
time.
toupee.
No, literally, I still have that drawing.
That was my best work. It
That
deserves to be
was-
framed.
You
in
know, I
someone's
might
home.
post it in the
That's
shoot.
no, you need to.
So, season 8, how do we feel?
Okay, season 8. I'm locked in.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
locked
invested.
In. I'm invested. I'm not gonna lie. I first saw the cast, like the preview, and I was like, womp womp. I was
Yeah,
like, no thanks.
Minnesota.
Like, keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. But I'm locked in, and
Okay.
I was way too excited about those men. And I don't know what the hell my problem is because they disappoint 10 out of 10 times. I don't understand
Every
what it is.
time.
But
You don't have to be on TV to
You
be
know-
disappointed by a man.
I mean, deadass. But you know who didn't disappoint?
Who?
Daniel.
Daniel.
I mean, Daniel and Taylor, I'm rooting for them. I'm only up into the point to where
He's our short king.
he's our
right?
short king.
Our short king.
And short kings need more
But he didn't even
love.
look short. Like when
He-
they met
oh
and
my God,
hugged, when she takes her heels off, they're like,
Yeah.
I was
eye
so
level.
nervous when
She's
they,
probably
cause I was like
5'6".
seeing, I was like, okay, how much space is above his head? How much is above hers? Like behind the wall. And I
Yeah.
was like so nervous, and then
Yeah.
they met, and it like
I was
actually
like,
worked.
yeah.
I will say something in the contract. 'Cause I feel like everyone's like, oh, like they're so cute. I do think that they're really cute. I think that they have good chemistry, and like they have surprised me a little bit. Like I think they will do good. But I have to say, like a woman's intuition is rarely wrong, and I do feel as if he may have known who she was beforehand. I just think that the way he was like not shutting it down when she was asking him about like, I think you followed me and unfollowed me on
Yeah.
Instagram, and he was like, I mean, I don't know why that would have happened. And then when she pulled out her phone and started looking, he was like, so if my name is there, like it's just because like there is a good chance. And like
Yeah.
that would freak me out if that was the case. But there's also a sense that it could have been like completely innocent, or
Yeah.
it could have not happened. So there's like lots
Or
of
it's like,
things.
is he the guy that just goes on Instagram and is just like, oh, she's hot, follow. She's
Or
hot,
is he like
follow.
every other brunette white guy? You know what I mean? Like, and right off the bat, you know, probably has the same damn photos. They're all like
Yeah.
copy and paste of each other. And then she probably like she saw somebody else. But
He
I
just,
do
like,
agree.
wasn't
Like,
denying it.
I didn't know
Like,
if it was
like,
editing or if it was
"That's
like
true."
because I was like, say it with your chest. If you're like, I did not follow you.
Yeah.
I know
Well,
for a
he
fact.
didn't
He didn't seem
know.
sure
He
he
didn't
didn't
know.
I know, but it's like,
He
you know,
didn't know.
guys are
If he
like
didn't
weird,
know, though,
like,
that's good, though, because then maybe at least he didn't know what she
Yeah.
looked like.
Yeah.
Maybe he did it, but maybe he wasn't like,
No, I would
had
have been
some
freaked
weird-
out. I would have
Yeah.
been freaked
Me
out.
too.
because when someone's so sure,
Yeah.
it like it doesn't matter. Like I guess how much confidence you have. You're kind of like, oh shit.
But
Like,
he was, but
maybe-
also like, I don't know. I do feel like he was very like attentive to her in that moment. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
he
like
was.
say
He
that
was-
he wasn't.
like, he
He's
was
like holding
patient.
her hand. He's like, do your research.
Yeah.
See what you need to see. We can
Yeah.
talk about whatever.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
Like-
he has shown up as like a very, very good, honest
Y'all,
guy.
and him
Yeah.
being like, if you want to go home, we'll go together. If you want to go to
that was
Honduras,
cute.
we'll go together. And she's just like,
He does seem like a really nice guy, and their
Yeah.
families are really like
Wholesome,
so sweet and wholesome.
yeah.
They seem to get along.
and his sister.
I wouldn't have
Oh my
expected
God.
that to like, yeah,
Obsessed.
she's
Yeah.
she's really sweet.
Yeah.
Obsessed. I mean,
I
yeah,
could see them going the distance.
yeah.
That'd
I
be
hope.
cute.
I didn't expect it either.
Yeah.
but I could see it.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Okay, so Joey and Monica, where are we at with that? First of all, I just want to say, I feel like Joey is like if Trevor and Jeremy had a baby.
Shut
Oh my
your
God,
mouth.
that's true.
I
With long
If they
hair.
had a baby,
And a wig.
deceased.
yeah,
Yeah.
with like the hair and the Hawaiian shirts.
Oh, I forgot about the Hawaiian shirts. See, and okay, so here's
But he's
let's
so
let's talk
sweet.
about the Hawaiian shirts for a second.
Yeah.
I'm also rooting for Joey and Monica. I'm gonna end with the positivity in a second, I
Okay,
promise.
yeah.
But I just feel like they're cut from the same cloth. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, I'm super goofy and weird, like different from that. But it's like, I just think that's so nice. Like when you kind of like meet someone that like matches your vibe. And I feel like they do that. But Joey, like, he deserves to wear the Hawaiian shirts. I'm sorry. Like,
it's his personality.
He was like,
it's
I like it. This is what I do.
own
Is to
it.
where he's like, I'm not doing it to get a rise out of people and make people uncomfortable and to like, you know, wear them at inappropriate occasions.
I love that Hawaiian shirts trigger you.
I mean,
Why are you turning red? He's pissed. Hawaiian shirt.
No, that was
because
such a point of contention.
I had the Hawaiian
in her
damn
engagement
committee association after my ass being like,
yeah, I was like Hawaiian.
They were gonna burn me
Hawaiian
at this
shirt.
Like, yeah, literally, they were like.
Yeah, so
sending
him
me.
and Monica, I feel like their like connection is rare to find like two people that are that
so
jolly.
Similar. I could
that
tell by their
happy.
voices. Like
I
heard their voices in the other sides of the pods, and I was like, these two.
No, they're loving it.
No,
that is
like,
a match.
I think they're like accepting, probably more so than most.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, they I could definitely see them working. I don't know, but I feel like sometimes like with this show, it's like I just expect the ones that seem the most obvious to not turn out.
Something's gonna
that's
happen.
not the case. I mean, I guess their first thing that they've like ran into was like the family's disapproval or was it the sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before that, the fam jam that would have ran me out the door.
But
Wait,
I think he loved it.
Loved
He loved that
They
shit.
were playing like instruments and they had like a party and he loved it. And
Yes.
and she was like
so
embarrassed. I'm like, sis,
cute.
you know you do this.
Exactly, right?
You know
and I was
y'all
like,
do
you
this.
Sit down and get your drum.
Yeah, no, literally. But then, what was the conversation to the sister's man that he dated Monica for a bit?
Oh yeah, and he made a little joke to where he was like, "Oh, you're still trying to get."
And
to
she was
Monica
like,
or
"Yeah, I
something?"
think you're
Wait, what
better."
happened?
Yeah,
So Monica dated
her sister's man.
Yes,
But I guess it wasn't like too intense. I think they talked, is how Monica said. They talked for a little bit, and then she was like, "I think you'd be better for my sister."
Better for my sister, yeah.
And so then Joey was making jokes like, "Oh, you still like want my girl," or jokingly, and they were all kind of just joking about it.
Like him.
So then the sister came in hot.
Yeah. There's okay, yeah. Then
yeah.
I can see what you guys are saying, like a jealousy thing.
Yeah, that conversation gave. I mean, we'll see what plays out, but that conversation gave like, "Why you not me" vibes.
Yeah.
You know what
well,
I
she
mean?
did. She literally was like, "I'm older. I should be getting married first."
Yeah.
So imagine you're sitting
Like,
there
did
on
you
the
sign up for Love
couch,
Is Blind, honey?
and your sister got two men, and gave you the one that she
Gave you
didn't
the one
want,
she didn't want.
and then you're still not
Yikes.
married.
Yikes. How old's her sister?
I don't know.
And like
I think
in
she
the
was 5 years
spotlight,
older.
I mean, also just like being, I mean, I'm an only child, so I wouldn't know, but I could see like, you know, deep down, like you love your sibling, but I'm sure there's like a little bit of a competitive nature, whether you want to admit it or not, like deep down and like.
I am one of 7, and I have 4 younger sisters. And if any of them turned around and was like, "I'm getting married tomorrow," I'd be like, "Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Nothing but support."
Maybe it like.
It's just not your time. It's just not my time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
like,
and then
maybe,
on
like, all the
TV,
cameras and television,
on
maybe she,
TV,
like, wanted that for herself.
imagine wanting that though. That's really sad.
Yeah.
That was really mean. She's like, "Well, I hope you don't get this, like, get married and then get divorced." And she's like,
like, when people, she like, that's not your type. Like, what is your man? Like,
"Yeah." She literally was like, "That's not your type. You're gonna get married and then divorced. I should be married first."
That's also just really negative. Like, you're already like having all the doubts
After
in
the
your own
fam
head.
jam, she should have been in
After
light.
the fam jam.
light
Take your
spirits.
banjo.
See him at the
and
fam jam?
Get the hell out of here.
Okay, y'all. So moving on to Devin and Virginia. What do we think?
Okay. I, like, on paper or, like, on my screen, like, watching them, I'm like, okay. Like, yeah, I love it. She's a ride or die. She's stunning. Maybe a little out of his league, in my opinion. But, like, just, like, really has it together. But I can't help but, like, think of the things I've seen. Like, I've seen T on TikTok that he's, like,
What?
something funky.
Shit, I haven't seen that.
Already?
I feel like he's the only damn one I haven't seen.
Yeah. Unless I'm mixing it up.
Funky,
I mean,
like,
I hope
not loyal? Sketchy?
I think that's what
Funky
usually
is
comes
a-
out. I think so. I think
How was it?
I think
What
maybe,
is it?
Maybe unloyal or something.
Damn.
Yeah.
I really like Virginia.
But I don't know,
really
they
like
seem
their
really cute.
connection right now.
I really like their connection right now too.
I was going to give her kudos because she's 33 and 28, and I was 32 or 33 when I was in there, and I, like, cut anybody that didn't have a 3 in their age.
No, I did the same thing.
Yeah, I
the
didn't
same
give him a
thing.
chance.
Yeah.
And it was like, I feel like at first she was, like, hesitant, and then I was like, go ahead. Like, you know, they had
I
connection.
love how
I really
she
like them.
paints such a wholesome life. and then goes, but I'm going to be a millionaire, so sign this.
Well, the
prenup.
She's a
generational
dreamer,
wealth,
but she's
I'm
a
like,
bad bitch.
yes.
She said, I mean, I'll be at your basketball games, and I'll be the cute housewife, but...
Wait, we got to talk about the whole prenup thing, because I'm sorry, any man that gets butthurt over a prenup, shut the fuck up.
This is what I was thinking about this morning. No one has ever been angry about a prenup
when it's
the person
a man.
that's less broke.
Right.
Whoever's more broke is
upset.
more worried about the prenup.
It's like, when you present a prenup, it should be like, okay.
Yeah,
sure.
Not, well, we can talk about it.
Because
ain't nothing to talk about.
Most prenups,
it's nothing to talk about.
In general, it's like
to protect everyone.
Like, we go in with it.
Yeah.
We get to leave with what we came into it, and then like what we grow together, like we'll be split or this, the other. So it's like no one that like is well off is mad about a prenup.
Yeah, because they're like, I want to protect my stuff. Yeah.
I mean, if I was marrying a billionaire, like I'm gonna throw a fit too. Yeah. But like that's not the point. Like it's just weird for them, especially if they like, you know, do feel like they're like kind of in like equal places in life, I guess, financially.
Well, she is 5 years older, 5 or 6 years older. So
she was talking about paying off his debt. I was like, babe, you're better than me.
Yeah.
You're better than me.
I was like, oof.
Yeah. Well, he has medical debt.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And student loans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole prenup thing.
I don't know. I think she's wholesome. I think she's sweet. I think she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's
I think,
sweet.
I mean, Team Virginia for sure. Definitely rooting for them.
I'm still down with Devin, but I think it was like his parents that got in his head about the whole prenup thing.
I'm still rooting for them too. Maybe I had a dream about this TikTok drama.
Let's get to the ones we're not rooting for.
I need to get offline.
So the love triangle that with the Molly, Lauren, what's his name, Dave? Triangle?
David or whatever.
David.
The thing about was so crazy about watching so much of the pods, it's like all of the people who I thought weren't going to win in the love triangle won. Like I thought he was gonna end up with Molly. Yeah. I thought that Madison girl was gonna be on the show. Like why was she my entire screen and then all of a sudden she's not in Mexico or Honduras? I'm like, babe, where'd you go? Like it was your show.
She's on Perfect Match.
Yeah, she's on Perfect Matches where she is. Oh my god, I'm sure she is. Character development. I honestly, at first, it was like giving like the Madison show. I was like, oh, she said I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah, and if I don't, no one else will.
Yeah, honestly, it was giving I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah, I honestly thought at first that she was gonna go Mason just because of their connection, but then I almost was like thinking, I was like, I feel like she chose the one that she felt was harder to get. I feel like Mason was like, I want you, like, I'm
whereas
sad.
Alex like challenged her every
also,
second.
she was getting spicy in her pot. She was like, yeah, I love cream pies.
Yeah,
right?
And I was
what?
pickles.
The cream pie was crazy.
Pickles.
What's going on?
I want to taste your, I'll always eat your pickle. I was like writing it down.
I feel
You're like, I'm going to use that.
I feel really, really sad for Meg because I feel like,
she was
like kind of like you said, like how Madison was like, I'm leaving here with something. It gave, if I don't leave with my dream man, you're not leaving with my dream man.
Yeah.
You're not leaving with any man.
Well, okay, so we have to, I do want to speak on that for a second because I agree 100%. But I think there's also like this weird, you don't understand it until you're in it. When you're in the pods, you want to be chosen by like everybody. Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah. And every date that you're in, you want to like be liked and you want to like them and you want them to like you the most. Whether it's like you're just so unsure. It changes all the time on who your number one is or who your number two is. Mm-hmm. But it's like, so I feel like she was in with Mason and I'm like, hopefully she didn't already know for sure it was going to be Alex, but it was very much giving like,
but still like me.
Yes.
Yeah,
don't stop liking me. He was still teetering.
Yeah, that's
between her and Meg. So she was like, I'm going to talk about the cream pies and the pickles.
I was like, don't you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Like, they were like, we're going to do what? Usually that's when you like break up with your other people.
Yeah,
it's
like,
oh yeah. And then, but she continued to talk to him and then he continued to spill that he wanted to be with her after she could have broken up with him and that would have never came out.
Yeah, but she needed that validation.
I honestly thought Meg was going to be like, all right, perfect.
I was
out of here.
super proud
So
of
I
Meg.
was really happy that she didn't. I felt like it was, at the beginning, kind of showed, like the way it was showing her, it was more like she was like, it's gonna be great. He's mine. Like it's great. I gotta leave. Like I'm getting out of here. Like it was almost like, but it was almost too much. And then when she came, she was like, actually, I'm not gonna take that. I was like, oh, that's who you actually are.
Do
You're
you
a bad
think
bitch.
if like Madison would have just came in and been like, oh, we broke up and that's it, that she would have went in there and been like, am I your second? Or would she have been like, kept that same energy?
Well, I don't think she would have known if
I don't.
tell
because
her.
of the order of the dates. I don't think she ever would have known.
So okay, why do we think he did not pick Molly? First of all, I have my own thoughts. I think she was too strong and too very much like, if you want me or if you don't, I'm good either way. And I think he wanted someone to kind of like crawl for him. Not saying like Lauren did, but I feel like she was too like sure of herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
She's
irritated
more like,
him.
take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
Yeah.
But
And Lauren's more like, come on, like, tell me that you want to be with me. Like, I want to be with you. Don't you want to be with me? Maybe that was, like, some sort of, like, an ego thing.
It's like Molly
like-
still put her cards on the table, and she was like, you're the only one I'm seeing.
But,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not going to lie. Like, that whole situation did trigger me a bit because with my C's, it was very similar. If you kind of put them side by side, different, but similar, to where when I was having the conversations with Jeremy in my season, and then I was going out into the lounge, I was the quiet one, so I was Lauren.
Yeah.
And then Sarah Ann was being very loud and vocal about who she was dating. And so it does, like, kind of weigh on you. Where we're different is I didn't go on the pods and be like, you better pick me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it was, he told me he was saying one thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure, I guess we saw a little bit to where David was telling Lauren, oh, no, well, I didn't say that to her.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we can see damn well that he had said it to
Right.
Molly.
Right,
So we're
yeah,
like,
right.
he was kind of, I mean, but it's tough when you're in there because it's like your head is spinning and you like all
Yeah.
these people and you're trying not
Yeah.
say the wrong thing. But it's like, I think it's going to come out in the wash when they do the whole meet the friend situation and
Yeah.
Molly's there. And then, of course, when Lauren, like, sees it all play back.
Yeah, I feel like that was
Yeah.
like one of the first of like 99 red flags that he had. Like
Yes.
he would literally walk in the pods. He goes, "Oh, you're 30, old."
Yeah.
this girl is damn well, like-
He's like, you're
So
not
you're
hot
old.
anymore. And then he's like,
Ugh.
I cheated on my last girlfriend.
Ugh.
And I'm
He's like,
super
I love-
shallow. And if I don't like if I get
Ugh.
the ick from their Instagram, I don't go on a date with them.
He's
I
like,
was
people
like-
only want me because I play baseball.
I'm like, what? When you were 6,
Sir.
babe? Like,
Sir.
no,
I'm telling you, the audacity of the
Sir.
mid-ass looking
No.
6 foot
He's
tall
up in
man
full-
needs to be studied.
just
Like,
living in a bare, empty apartment. He's a business owner, but he can't
Not a
afford his
single
business.
thing in those
There's-
cupboards.
he doesn't know what
Did he
does
have a
for work.
headboard?
She said, "What's your business? You're a business
he
owner."
was like,
I
And he
have
was
like 5
it's like-
businesses
It's
that
like
I
a
want to
medical
have.
thing.
literally he said thing. His own business. Yeah.
Your business?
Yeah.
No, so
What
then
business? He paid for the LLC like license.
Yeah. He
My
pays like
business.
150
I
bucks.
put
a
it's like
month.
I
money
have
into it.
10 businesses that I'm going to start. Okay, get to him. So then now he's spending his days beating our girl down over
I think he's over it.
rumors.
He's talking. Oh, he hates that.
We've all been into it. He's trying to find a way out.
Oh my
he's
God.
not into it, and so
He's rude too.
I'm like,
He's
I think
so
it's
rude.
ridiculous.
Talking
And then
about
his
her
friends.
hair, your face. She wakes up in the morning.
She's like,
he
he's
goes,
like, is
"You're
there anything you
shiny."
hate about me? And he's
She's like, I wanna
"That
be
new
dewy."
hairstyle.
that
When
yeah,
she just had braids.
her hairstyle with her braid. Or no, they woke up in the
French
morning and they're
braids.
like this, like in bed together. And he goes, "Your
Yeah.
face is really wet."
Oh.
And she was like, I wanted to be doing. I'm like, drop the skincare routine, sis. Are
Yeah,
you
I
kidding
was like,
me?
your skin looks incredible.
Yes.
Yeah,
and her
no,
cute
he's-
French braids. I was like, I hope she did those herself. And he's like,
And he's-
"Mm,
hate-
your hairstyle.
hate the
He does like
hairstyle.
little jabs, which just means like he has deep rooted insecurities.
Yeah,
So he's just
that started in the pod.
And like with
Yeah.
his whole like shindig with like this guy that she like was seeing before, it's like one, he wouldn't care if like he's mad that she was fucking but not fucking him.
That
That's the
part.
whole thing.
That
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
That
Like-
part. Like you
Yeah.
thought you were gonna come in the pods because he kind of did allude to the fact that he was like, "Oh, I thought it was just a bunch of us who couldn't find person, and we were all just out
Yeah.
here
Yeah,
like
what's wrong with you?
waiting
That's
in the
what he kept
water."
saying.
And
Yeah.
it's
What's
just
wrong
like
with
you were the only one that couldn't get any.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you're
yeah.
mad that she was not a virgin before y'all met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he literally said, "Oh, I can't sleep in the same bed with her, knowing that she was in the bed with somebody else."
That again.
Where
that's
did you think
such
she
a
came
fucking
from?
reach. That is such a
What did you
cop
think
out.
she
That
was
is such a
doing?
reach.
He just
yeah.
wants it out for sure, but he's like doesn't want to get like a bad guy edit.
Yeah,
or
but trying to
something.
like tear her down.
Yeah.
Just say you're not into
She
it.
needs to
or
go
say.
though. Like she needs to leave. That's-
But all he wanted to talk about on vacation was sex. Remember?
Oh, right, he went around to
that
every
was
single person.
creepy.
Y'all having sex? Y'all having
Y'all
sex?
having
Y'all
sex?
having sex?
I'm just
Y'all having
curious.
He spent his whole mixer being around to like, you
Yes.
guys had sex.
Yes, it was like we get
I was
it.
like,
You're
ew.
not, buddy.
And everyone's like,
we
no,
get
and
it.
he's like,
Like not at all, not before
Yeah.
the show, not during the
Yeah.
show,
Yeah.
not after. Clearly,
yeah.
imagine
Maybe never again. Just kidding.
after that
this?
performance, y'all
Stop
having
that.
sex.
Yeah.
No, I do
So
feel
funny.
bad. I do feel bad because it's like one as a woman, you're not even allowed to like the world to know that anyone's touched you before
Yes,
a relationship. Like you're
yes.
sitting there like, oh no, I haven't.
yeah, like how
had sex
damaging
in
is
a
that
week,
to
and it's
say?
just like
Yeah.
right now
Yeah.
we're tearing. She's a teacher, one,
Yeah.
and now you're trying to paint her as a whore
Yeah.
because she was dating someone or seeing someone or fucking someone before she came
Yes.
on the show.
Which,
So
mind
what did you
I'm
think she
gonna
was
say
doing?
Everyone was probably the majority of people were doing that
Because
like,
one, you don't know that you're getting cast.
No.
One, you're in this
Till
process.
days
you don't know what's
Till
gonna
literally
work,
days
and, like,
before.
Yeah.
And so it's like no one's like, I'm gonna apply for Love is Blind and then
Yeah.
now
And
I'm
just wait.
now I'm celibate. It doesn't work like that. Like you
No.
just kinda it's a waiting
You're
game.
living your life.
You're living your life and they tell you, live your life.
Mhm.
They literally tell you, live your life.
oh,
Yep.
100%.
And then you come on the show and you're just like, you don't have time to like block everybody, ghost
You also
hey,
can't tell
you can't tell
everybody.
anyone.
Yeah, you can't say it.
You
Yeah,
can't
go
say
on the show.
anything.
No.
And so now she has to come back to the rumors already circulating.
Yep.
His sister in a tizzy.
Yeah. Oh,
What
yeah.
is the deal with his
What's
sister?
What's the deal with the
sister?
Something
sister?
weird's going on with the sister.
I
That's all.
really hope there's a meeting with the sister. I hope she agrees to the
My
meeting in
God.
the later episodes. Yeah.
No, there's something weird going on. No, I don't like
She's too involved,
Yeah.
too invested.
that. And the way he talks about her too, it's like,
He said, I hope that I can be with someone like her.
yeah.
I think because his mom passed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a little bit, yeah. But yeah.
The
Yeah.
sister, it's a little much.
It's
a little
scary.
dependent.
It's constantly brought up.
scary.
It's like, it's her opinion or bust. He was crying in the lounge
Yeah.
about it.
I have a lot of thoughts about Ben and
Yeah.
Sarah. One, I think they're an interesting couple just in general.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she's like a ray of sunshine, and he's
Yes.
just like
He's like tanning bed lights.
AI. Yeah. Something about
Yeah,
him
yeah,
gives
yeah.
AI.
Because I don't think he's being authentic. So what we said
Yeah.
earlier is where it's like no
Oh.
matter what, like the good, bad, and the ugly, everyone is going to get hate from the show. It doesn't matter. You have to come
Right.
in and just be who you're going to be no matter what. And he's not. It's too poised.
Yeah.
It's too buttoned
It's
up.
too, I'm Christian.
Yes.
Hmm.
But
and
I don't know diddly squat
But I don't
about
know
Christianity.
anything. I don't watch TV.
Yeah, like,
I'm not up on current events.
yeah,
I stay
can't
out of
spell Black
everything.
Lives Matter.
So
like,
when
I don't
she
understand.
goes,
That was
oh, like
insane.
my sister is gay, blah blah blah, and like his response is, I know people in that community.
Who are that? Yeah.
Who are that?
Who
Oh,
are
yeah, who
that?
are that?
Like,
I know
And
people
wait, and
who
one
are
of his-
that.
one of his
All of a
friends
sudden
is a lesbian or
Yeah.
gay or but yes,
He
yes,
hired her?
Yes.
My friends are that.
Yeah.
It's just like the
It was
way he
bizarre.
says things, and then she's like, "So, how do you feel about George Floyd and Black Lives Matter?" And he
literally
goes,
And he's like, who?
"He goes,
That's
I
crazy.
just stay away from that."
Burying your head in the sand. I mean, yeah, like
It's-
that.
What?
That,
First of all, what a privilege
yeah.
Yeah.
to call
Yeah.
anything that,
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
be so oblivious about the world around you that you can just.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it.
I think
I
all
don't vote. He didn't vote.
that's insane. I think
That
she
sent me
just
into
wanted
orbit.
she wanted him to be like, but do you like understand? Do you agree? Like, do you stay? And he
And
was
he's
just
just
like,
like,
I stay out of it.
I stay out of it.
Like, is he saying that
And then
because
goes,
he truly
I-
does, or because he lays on the other side, or because he's so scared of
Well,
like
he lays on the other
pissing
side.
anyone off?
Anyone,
that's what it
yeah,
is.
he
Yeah.
he knows where he stands.
Yeah.
He knows exactly where he stands.
Yeah.
And you don't
And
get
I
on,
think he did vote. He
Yeah.
just it wasn't
you
very.
know
he
where you
realized
stand,
what his
right?
audience
What side
was,
of the
and he wasn't
history
gonna say.
you are
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Vote for whoever you want to fucking vote for, but then
Yeah.
stand strong in it.
Yeah.
And then don't sit there and take the back seat and be like, I don't know what's
And
going
be
on in
phony.
the world. You know
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
I'm
You know
sorry,
what's
but, like,
happening
you have
in
to be,
your
like,
city?
so far under a rock.
You don't know what's
Yeah.
happening with George Floyd in your
Yeah.
city.
That's such a point. It was in
The world stopped. We were in the
Yeah.
pandemic.
And it's like, what do you care about? Like, what are your passions? Like, what do you care about? Like
Church.
humanity in the world? Yeah, but it's like he didn't even seem to know much about that. He
Nothing.
was like, I
Yeah.
call it faith, not religion, which like that's fine. But it's like, what are you doing every Sunday in church? It's like
Right.
it seemed very like mechanical. Like, oh, I just go just to go, just to check a box
Yeah.
to say I go.
My
Like, there's
thing
no
for
deeper
Sarah
meaning.
though, it's like if those are your core values,
Then what are you doing?
what are you doing? If
Yeah.
you know that you're in a situation where you're about to marry a man that that will call your sister that and
Yes.
and hide from
Yes.
social issues, you're at a dinner table and he's
Yes.
just like,
I was a little
don't know.
disappointed about how like she came out really strong about how like
I
she
thought-
was in her
yeah.
beliefs, and then all of a sudden the next time they were in the pod, she was
Caved.
like,
cave.
know,
I
and
don't
then-
understand.
And when she
Yeah.
pressed him, he was like basically like, oh, well, you can teach me or like all that. But I'm just
Yeah.
like, this is a grown ass man. And it's like, I really like Sarah and I feel like she's very like strong and like her volition and like what she stands for. And I'm just like, this,
but he
you're
almost
gonna have
made
to
her
carry.
like soft. I feel like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like crumbled like into like I like her too, and I think she's really sweet. They seem really sweet together, but it's like
I don't
he's
think,
just
yeah.
presenting
surface?
something
It's not gonna
Yeah.
last.
that's not sustainable.
Yeah.
mm,
He's giving plastic.
AI, yeah, AI. He
yeah,
looks
yeah. Robotic.
Yeah.
yeah. It's
freaky.
And then there's so much on TikTok that's
Yeah.
come out about him, or I guess
what is that?
I didn't directly say it's him, but like a bunch of girls that are throughout Minneapolis have dated him. Crying.
Making TikToks
Horror
crying.
stories saying they have PTSD. Like,
And she's like, well, do you know these girls? He's like, well, no.
Yeah.
Well, did you hook up with these girls? Well,
I don't
what do you
remember.
mean?
It
I don't
was 4
remember.
years ago.
yeah, she literally.
Oh, I
and
didn't
he's
see
like,
that.
oh, no, I saw it. And she's like, you saw it? And he's like, yeah, I saw it earlier, but I blocked her.
But but I blocked her.
And she's like, well, why?
yeah.
He's like,
Wait,
so
what
that
are they
she
saying
what?
that he did? He's just like
That he
crazy.
dated them and ghosted
He was
girls
shitty, he was
and yeah, just not a good
manipulative.
person.
Yeah. Manipulation, I think, was like the big thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just like, oh, I may or may not have ghosted her, and I may like, no.
Basically, Sarah's just trying to get to the bottom of it. Like, why did you ghost her? Why are these
Yeah.
girls online crying? And he's like, don't remember.
Don't remember.
I don't know.
Don't know.
He's like, I didn't have sex with her, but I went to her house.
and she's like, and you didn't hook up? He's like, No.
He's like, but you don't remember.
Don't remember.
The inconsistency, that's what drives me nuts.
All right, y'all. So let's play a quick little game. So on our season, it was a hot topic that Chelsea said that she looked like, or people think she looks like Megan Fox.
But she does.
We see it.
It's there.
We see
I
it.
ride for Chelsea all day, every day.
see
Like
it.
we all do. So yeah.
Yeah.
As
So
far as
let's
I'm
play.
concerned, she is Megan Fox. Okay.
Okay.
She's my
And who's
Megan
gonna tell
Fox,
us any
period.
different?
She's my Megan Fox. babe.
I'm gonna tell my kids that this is Megan
Right.
Fox. No. So let's play a game, and let's go through season 8 cast and see what celebrities they look like.
Okay.
Done.
Ooh.
I just feel like I should know.
It's giving Jim Carrey.
Joey is giving Jim
I don't know
Carrey.
why. Like respectfully.
Maybe his vibe is giving Jim Carrey.
No.
It might be his vibe.
Hercules?
Does it
Is that a
count that
cartoon?
Monica said that he looks like Tarzan?
Tarzan.
Oh, Tarzan. I can see that. It's cute,
Okay, Molly.
like
She looks like
something.
that comedian.
She
The
kinda
one comedian I know with the red hair.
She kind of looks like that chick from Wedding Crashers who's like, I will find you.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I don't know her name.
Who
but
is that
she's cute.
comedian with the red hair? She's like older.
Reba.
Reba. Next. Ben is giving, I don't know. He just gives AI bot to me, so I got nothing.
Yeah, like we character.
We character Sims.
Like you pick it up.
Ben's
Yeah.
giving Sim.
Yeah.
Ben's giving,
Like, that's not a
Somebody's
person.
controlling him.
Yeah.
robotic.
Good.
Sarah's so cute. She's giving,
She reminds me of like some like cute little coastal like Cali surfer girl. I don't
Yeah,
know
but
what
that's
she
not a
looks like.
celebrity.
honestly, these cast photos are trash because they look so much better
Blake Lively.
while they're filming.
Blake Lively is insane.
Top of mind.
She kind of looks like you.
Okay, thanks.
Alex. Alex gives
Alex
like a
is
young, not Ben Affleck, but one of the Afflecks. Like
With-
the younger
oh my
Affleck
god, you know
brother.
what? Wait, he looks like Zac Efron's brother.
Yes.
Oh,
my God.
yeah.
He's in
Oh
the
my God,
Traitors.
I
Yes.
forgot about one.
Now, let's get into something a little more awkward. Let's talk cringiest dating stories.
Ours?
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
I know you got a
This show ain't
plethora.
long enough.
You're blocked on Raya.
If anyone at Raya's
They know your
watching
history.
this, unblock my ass.
I'm crying. No more dates for her.
True.
Cringiest dating story. I mean, there's so many.
One thing about me, I'm not gonna let myself suffer. So if I have to talk the whole time, I'm gonna talk the whole time.
I'm crying.
Like if I have to make it
So I'm
fun,
taking the
if I'm
lead.
talking to myself, like going back and forth, I will. I don't have like a ton of like really terrible
Yeah.
dating stories. I mean, I've dated some terrible people, but not that
Yeah.
terrible stories.
One thing about me, I always show up with cash. So, and I only sit at the bar. Okay. So, you know your girl's going to be ready.
What
so
are these rules?
there's so many rules for me. So I don't do
What
dinner.
cash?
I don't do dinner for a hot minute. We sit at the bar and I bring cash because if like 30 minutes in I'm not vibing, I'm like slipping you a 20 for my martini and I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, so we don't
So
do cringe.
That's happened several times, but they're, I guess, like terrible dating story. But I remember like I went on a date a couple years ago with this guy and I was like one date and I was like, oh my God, he's the love of my life. This is the best date ever. I'm so obsessed with him. He's so sexy. And then we went on another date, or it was more like we just all happened to be out, and my friends met his friends, and this motherfucker was in a shrunken t-shirt, like his belly button was out, and my friend literally, it was like his little brother's t-shirt.
He was
This
wearing
like
a baby tee.
like a 37-year-old man with like a
belly button out.
I was like, did you lose your fantasy football league? I was like, what the hell
One
is
thing
going on?
Lara hates is a poorly dressed man.
Yes,
And
There
his
is
belly
no
button.
room for
There's
error.
no room for error.
Do not show
Get
me
your
your belly
shit
button.
tailored. I don't want to see your belly button.
Literally.
no pattern.
No. No, that's cringe.
Get some clothes that fit.
So
okay?
long story short, you never saw him again.
No, we never saw him again. Yeah.
And no explanation.
No
Just you
explanation
showed
for
up to the date
for
in a
the
crop
baby
top.
tee.
Yeah.
No. His friend got weird. We talked about our favorite celebrities, and his friend said his favorite celebrity was Mr. Bean. My friend said they went to the bathroom. They said we're not coming back. Baby
yeah, it's time to
girl."
go.
My favorite celebrity is Mr. Bean.
Right? I mean, shout out to Mr. Bean, but I was like, my friend's like, who is that? I was like, this is not our vibe.
We have to go.
Crop tops and Mr. Bean.
yeah.
Here's a
This is one
20.
of our five. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Here's the 20.
He's like, I didn't even buy you a drink tonight. You're like, keep it big.
Yeah. I'm like,
Your
buy
shirt?
another shirt. Yeah.
Oh no.
That's so funny.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So reality TV definitely changes us in the best ways and some of the worst ways. Like, what do you know now that maybe you wish you knew then or that you didn't know then?
I think for me, it's like just have faith in the process and realize that like everything happens for a reason. Like I don't know how I've gotten this far, like flying by the seat of my pants, but it's like everything does just work out if you let it and like let, you know, the universe take over and like trust in yourself to like pull through and like be successful and be happy. I feel like it really just comes.
Because when you're in it, it's hard to see.
Yeah, and when you're in it, it's hard to see progress and stuff. It's like, I look back and I'm like, my life was so different a few years ago, but like yesterday, my life, I was like still chilling on the couch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like sometimes you just have to realize like it really does just work out. You have to have faith in that.
Yeah, I think to piggyback on that, kind of a two-parter, it's like before reality TV, you know, things happen in your life. Like there's obviously like peaks and valleys, but you don't think about it. You don't like train your brain to think about it. Like this is going to pass. Like this is going to be a blip in the radar. And I think like reality TV and like everything that comes with, you know, being on a show and afterwards, it's like you have to, I've just realized that like, even if I'm having a bad day now, it's like, it's not that
I've been through worse.
Yeah, exactly. I've been through way worse. And I'm like,
through worse.
And I'm like, it'll change tomorrow. Like it'll be something totally different tomorrow as to where I feel like before the show I used to like dwell in things
100%.
a lot more.
I think we can all have that like sentiment because life in the trenches after reality.
In the trenches, dude, I was below ground. I was 6 feet under.
You were underground, baby.
I was. If I crawled out, we all came.
Didn't you hide for a little while?
I was like, I was in like the crack of Washington. Like,
I'm crying. Now it's like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? This has been amazing.
So fun.
I love the fact that you guys made time to come join me on What's the Reality. You guys are so awesome. And I love that we're thriving. And no one can stop us. World travelers, hard workers. So thank y'all for showing up.
Of course.
So happy.
So proud of you.
Thank you. You guys, I want to thank you so very much for joining me on my very first episode of What's the Reality. Y'all, we are in for a ride. This is just the beginning. So I want to invite you to join me every single Wednesday where we can chat, laugh, kiki with some of your favorite reality stars. Make sure you guys follow us on all platforms at What's the Reality Pod. Subscribe on YouTube, and I'll see y'all there.
What's the reality? What's the reality?